nobles, children of all ages. I expect to hear a big, loud cheer when I say, welcome to Warwick Castle!
Hey!
Oh dear. That was shocking, it really was. You'll do this right, or I'm going to beat him with a sword. And I know what you were taught yesterday in sword school. Trust me, it's rubbish, the stuff that I know. You will die horribly if they don't cheer. What's your name, sir?
Kevin.
Kevin, stand there. Come here. Don't move. Right. His life is in your hands. I can't believe I've got to beat a child to do this. Sorry, a young man. I do apologise. My oldest is about your age. As far as I'm concerned, he's a child. My lords and ladies, I said, welcome to Warwick Castle!
Hey!
You weren't cheering, buddy. So, my lords and ladies, it has to be said that our enemy approaches. He approaches with evil, vile ambition. And to achieve that, yeah, you're quite right. Evil, vile ambition, he will put our children and Kevin to the slaughter.
Hooray!
You're not supposed to cheer that. Even Kevin's going, yeah, bring it on. So you're worrying me now. I'm not letting you lot in. So I ask you here and now, will you fight for Castle Warwick?
Yay!
I'm so reassured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this portcullis. On the count of 3, everybody here, you will shout the medieval words for lower the gates. And those words are, lower the gates. I've kept it suspiciously simple. Now remember, Master David is in here, and talking about suspiciously simple, he's in there. He needs to be able to hear you, and you need to be clear and loud. He is encased in stone. So, lower the gate as loud as you can, or Kevin pays. I'm so glad you're here, Kev. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3! Lower the gate! And down it descends. Give me a cheer for the gate of Warwick. Well, let's be honest, you are cheering the fact that you've been locked out. Now this portcullis here has been here since the 1760s. So that means it's been here before the French Revolution, 1789. It's been a portcullis here since the American War of Independence, 776 to 783. There's been a portcullis here since the 14th century, since the time of the 100 Years' War, Edward III, and the fighting of the French. Well, some people are not letting it go in a grudge, are they? This is made of ash. It's not overly heavy. I'll just let me illustrate this, if I may. Most portcullises you can lift quite easy, as you can see. You see them in the movies struggling away with them themselves, and of course, a lot of them aren't overly heavy. It's just there as an extra security device. In times of peace, I'd be using this suit. I can let people in, I can control the flow coming in and who they are. In times of defence, when we're being attacked, it's also a useful barrier to protect the gate. It's made of ash or oak, not made of steel. Can you imagine how expensive that would be? Big steel gates. It cost a fortune. Of course, we have more than this. We'd also have the gates on the inside. All we've got left now are the hinges, and you can see them when you go inside. This was all remodeled in the 18th century, but back in the 14th and 15th century, those gates would be a foot thick, iron shod, and they would close clean to. You would never be able to get through. With a wooden locking bar in place, holding them still. It's almost impregnable. But just to make sure that you have trouble getting in, not only do we have the portcullis, not only do we have the big heavy gates, we have an extra surprise. And that can be found right up here. And when I tell you what's in between the gate and the portcullis and this archway here, I expect a big loud ooh from everybody here. But you see, this archway right here, we have what can only be described as murder holes. Ooh. No. I said murder holes. Ooh. I wanted shock and awe. You gave me Frankie Howard's. Ooh, get you. Try it again. I said murder holes. Ooh. You're being sarcastic. And through these murder holes we would pour.
Urine?
Oh.
Right?
Scary. Scary, but correct. Well done you. We'd use a variety of substances. We'd use, what would we use? Hot water, boiling that down. We'd use hot sand, stones, coals, ashes. Urine could be used. Absolutely, it's very expensive. It's a good substance, urine, though. We wouldn't necessarily waste it, because use it to fix colour to clothes and to wash stuff as well. So urine's very, very important. Guys called fullers, that's their occupation. Peeing into buckets, as it were, filling them. It's a job in the Middle Ages. But you're quite right, urine would be used. I can see you were talking to Master Lewis last night there. He's full of tales of urine. But we used other substances as well. Oil, but not through the murder hole, over the top here. Imagine oil coming down on you here, burning you through. Everyone give me sounds of pain and burning death. Or pirates. Or whichever it is. It's fine. Whatever we use, you're assured of a warm welcome here at Warwick. I'm so sorry about that, guy. As soon as I said it, I was reluctant. But of course we have more. We have this bridge from which you're standing right here. The bridge itself is important, this one you're standing on, because it marks a change in our purpose, in our thought. It's no longer a fortress worried about defence. We now want to get people inside now. It's a home, and we want to get you inside. And that's what this bridge is about, fixed. But in the Middle Ages, it's about defence. So we used a drawbridge. Two clues we have. Firstly, the ditch. But also look at the holes up here on the wall, with the metal grills in front of. Chains from here will go up through those there. And then in the upper stories up here, we winch this thing slowly but surely upwards. And imagine, if you can, this bridge being raised. Look where those holes are. They're giving us information. Everything tells us something about the past, no matter how big or small it is. We know how high this bridge will go. We'll know what it will cover. These big, heavy windows here, those are the weakness. The archers who attack this castle here will realise that once this bridge gets up, their job is that much more difficult. So the bowmen out here will put flame to their arrows and put the arrows through these windows here, burning out these upper stories, just bringing the bridge crashing down. But the bowmen up here will realise that the bowmen out here want to put arrows through the windows here to bring the bridge down. But the bowmen here do not want the bridge to come down. The bowmen up here want the bridge to come up. So the bowmen here will shoot the bowmen out here, so they can't put arrows through the windows here, so the bridge will not fall, and Warwick Castle will be safe! I'm not saying that again. Takes a bit of a run-up. I think they'll appreciate it. But of course, we have yet more. We also have this deep, deep ditch down here. Its technical name is a deep, deep ditch down here. It's not a moat, because that would imply water. Too high up. Inland castle built on top of hills. If you look that side, you see where the river is. That's the Avon. And you get an idea of our height. So water would flow quite freely downhill. This would be twice as deep as it would be now, maybe 3 times as deep. It would be full of stones, wooden stakes, rubbish, and sewage. Yeah, it'd be like Dudley Castle. No one ever disagrees with that. My lords and ladies, I expect to hear a big loud cheer when I say, Warwick Castle is safe! All we need now to do is open this gate. Now to do this, the year is 1471. The War of the Roses rages on. Father will fight son, brother will contest with brother! A big ooh would have been nice. You don't get this kind of drama at the RSC in Stratford, you know that, don't you? Not that I'm bitter. Much. I said, brother will contest with brother. It's like Christmas at my house. It's kicking off, you know what I'm saying. Yeah? So we got these two houses, and we have to decide who's going to be king. We call it the War of the Roses. These two lesser houses, York and Lancaster. And they are lesser houses. The death of Richard II, the main line that connects to Edward III, is dead. Henry IV sees to that. But of course we have these then two, House of York, House of Lancaster, the lesser sons of Edward III, the lesser grandsons and whatnot. They will fight for the crown. And we have to decide who is going to be king. Is it going to be Edward? Is it going to be Henry? Is it going to be York? Is it going to be Lancaster? I'll let you choose. If you choose well, I open these gates. If you choose badly, I beat Kevin with a sword. Everyone's going, oh, that's entertainment. Look at that. So cogitate, ruminate, deliberate. That means think about it. And give me a cheer. Give me a cheer if you would support Edward IV of the House of York. Good answer. If anyone had cheered that, you'd have been serious trouble. Too late now, there's a bias there. By the way, when I said grandsons, I meant great-great-grandsons. That's what York and Lancaster are, of Edward III. So everyone here, give me a cheer, and I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. Cheer the next option. Go for it big time, buddy. Give me a cheer, good people, and Kevin. Give me a cheer if you will support my master, Richard Neville, the Earl of Warwick. That's a clue. This is his castle. And his master in turn, Henry VI, and the House of Lancaster! Yay! You have chosen well. All we need now to do is open this gate here. Now to open this gate here, we're going to do the cadence. The cadence is the battle cry. It's very, very difficult. So I will teach it to you. I will shout, "A Warwick! A Warwick!" Now this is the difficult bit. You will reply, "A Warwick! A Warwick!" Some of you look confused. Some of the back are actually writing down the lines. great, you guys, you've all been great. We're going to get this going in any moment now. However, this, I need your patience for a moment more. When this gate goes up, nobody is to make their way forward. We need to secure this thing in place with a high-tech security device. It's called a wooden prop, a coach bolt, a wing nut, and David. Just glad it's not Kevin, that's all. So it's going to take us a moment. Nobody's to push forward. I will let you know when it's safe to come through. If you start pushing forward, you might get a crusher at the front, someone goes underneath this thing, and it could come down in theory and kill you. Like John from Birmingham yesterday. It was a tragic scene. I'm kidding. He was from Solihull. So really didn't care. Right, here we go. So, here we go. Right, here we go. So, stand up straight. Stand up straight. Where are you going, Kevin? Get back there now. You said you could leave. Stand there. I'm the guy with his sword, not him. He's got a funny arm. Stand there now. Don't you move. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Warwick, you better be loud now. You're about to walk off me as I'm finishing. You're in such trouble. Oh, Warwick! That's not going to fly. That was rubbish. Okay, stand up straight. Hands high. If you've got a sword, raise it high. So that's me, is it? All right. Oh, someone with a brolly. Very good. If you've got an empty hand, raise it high. A Fanta bowl, that's got to be a first. If you've got children, raise them high. And raise your voices, get your hands high, Kevin. Oh, you've ticked me off now, buddy. Right, here we go. So, oh Warwick! 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 Give me a cheer for the gate of Warwick slowly. Stay where you are while we make this safe. I ask you here and now. Will you, do you come here in peace? Yes. The answer is no. We're going to war tomorrow. What have I been talking about for 10 minutes? Gore, I'm wasted here. You'll get this right if it kills you. I say, do you come in peace?
No.
Do you come in friendship?
No.
Yes! It's not difficult. We're seeking allies to fight in the battle tomorrow. You'll get this right. Do you come in peace?
No.
Do you come in friendship?
Yes.
Do you fight with a sword?
Yes.
Do you fight with an axe?
Yes.
Will you die for us?
No.
No. And I'm blaming Kevin. It's out there. Right, my lords and ladies, you say? My lords, ladies, knights, nobles, you are now free to go and act as your own will. I'd like to hear a big loud... Where are you going? I'm not speaking yet. I'd like to hear a big loud cheer when I say, welcome to Warwick Castle. Woo! Dismissed, Kev. Off you go, buddy.